We're going to continue on with the grammar and Lección 7, and we're going to look at the preterite of ser and ir. If you remember back in Lección 6, you learned how to form the preterite tense of the regular AR, ER, and IR verbs. The following chart reviews the preterite forms of ser and ir, which are going to be irregular forms of these conjugations. Since they are irregular, you will need to memorize them. They're not going to follow a pattern of our typical preterite forms. So, for ser, we have fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuistes, fueron. You'll notice this is probably one of the most odd irregular forms you might have seen. If you look at ir, you're going to notice something interesting. We have the same irregular conjugations here in the preterite form. This is why context is so incredibly important when you're looking at sentences in Spanish. Because ser, to be, is very different from ir, to go. So you're going to have to rely on context to make sure that you know the right verb that is being utilized. So if we're looking at context and we see él fue a comprar shampoo y jabón. He went to buy shampoo and soap. It wouldn't make sense to say he was to buy shampoo and soap. He went makes the most sense here. If I say, ¿Cómo fue la película anoche? How was the movie last night? It doesn't make sense to say how went the movie last night. Went doesn't really fit there. It would be a was. So when you see those irregular forms of the verbs, take a minute to look at the sentence as a whole and then come back to what makes the most sense. Again, here are some alternate examples of when we can use ir versus ser in our conversations. So take a minute, translate these sentences, and see what you think. Which one is ir and which one is ser?